Okay, so hopefully this thing is looking at me. What I'm going to do for you now is just walk you through Facebook cover template design that I was sent over by someone who's in the martial arts industry. But you can do this in, like I said, in any in any industry that you like, really. Whether it's affiliate marketing or you're a plumbing business or whatever it is, doesn't really matter. But he shared a Canva template with me and sent me over. It was similar to this because I've changed it now. There's a slight variation going on here. But having said that, this is kind of how it looked, and how it ended up is like this. So we've now got this type of look for it, with quite a bit of playing around with stuff. Let's just see if this will work or not. Let me just get this working. There we go. So you can see in the background there's quite a bit of stuff that I've played around with and added in, especially into the chalkboard here. And this is really just for back to school, because in some niches there are season specific things that you can rotate your marketing approach around. So what I'm going to do is show you how I created this. Let's have a quick swig of water. It did take a while, but I'll show you as quick as I can. There's not much in the way of Canva sort of like tricks of the trade going on, other than the stuff that is in here that you can use. For example, edit an image and you can go in here and create shadows, remove backgrounds, change contrast and colors and stuff like that. I've used mainly that, so pretty much anyone could do this if you just play around with the bits and pieces, the tools that are inside Canva anyway. So let's go and have a quick look. What I've done is these are the share links. You have to excuse all the pages I've got open here. Let me just make that bigger. Here we go. I'm going to go into my Canva account now, and what I did was I basically copied it into my account. So there it is there. Look, I've actually changed the background, and I'll show you. I put a shadow around this background image, and I'll show you how I did that in a moment, walking through it, something like that. So first of all, what I did was I created the template size to start with, which is 1640 by 924. Thankfully in Canva now, I refresh the page, you can actually just go and auto select that size now. They've got it in here now. They didn't have it in there in the past, but they have now. So you can go and do that when it loads up. You just go and create design inside of it. If you just put in here Facebook, and it should just pre-populate it up. There it is there. So there, no, where are we? Cover. There it is, 1640 by 924. So that's all you've got to do. Go and select that. So first thing I did was, it kind of like, you start off with this. I went and found this background here, which is, if you click on these little three dots, you can actually go and find the type of thing you're looking for yourself. Depending on the gradient you need, which is pretty cool. So that's the background gradient there. Okay, and I just like position that there. So that's that. Next thing we want to do is start building this thing out. So first thing to do is start adding in some of the sales copy. I actually, if I go back over to the first one, what I did was I uploaded my template first of all, which is in the reboot course I've got. So you can go and get that, and when you drag it from your uploads, it's going to be like that probably. So you want to make it transparent here, and then you can just resize it. Sometimes if you do this, it will pop to the image, which is really annoying, and you can't drag it around. Okay, so what I tend to do is just leave it just inside the dimensions of the actual cover that I'm working on normally. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And then I created another page below where I was just playing around with some headlines as well, which you can do. So it's all in one place. So let's go back to my one. What I'm going to do first of all, I went and found this, and what I did was I went to, let's just drag that down, sorry, elements, and we're going to we are going to get rid of that. Look for back to school. Well, you can see I've got some recently used there. Before I just search back to school, is what I can't spell. Back to school. I did that first. Searched for something that caught my eye, and I'm pretty sure I scrolled quite a way down. To excuse the seagulls, you can hear in the background. Okay, and I'm going to just go to see all, because this see all is basically the ones I've been playing around with. And I'm pretty sure I can find that. I'll go back up. Hold on. That was a bigger image. Let me just go and see if I've... There it is there. Look, this is the image here. So, great. Got it. So I've got them all here. What I did was I thought, well, I like this bit, but I don't like that, and I don't want this. So I'm going to push that up, just reduce down the size of the image. And next thing we're going to do is go into Canva's magic playground of tools, and we're going to go remove background. Hopefully people are messaging me at the moment, so there's a bit of lag going on. So hopefully that should remain, all this graphic should remain, and it should just give us a blank background. Then, if it does work, yay! Then what I'm going to do, I'm actually, don't touch it, Dave. What we need to do is go to the erase section, because I'm going to get rid of that section there. Okay, and click done. Now the other bit's still there, but I've hidden it, so it doesn't really matter whether I use it or not. So, and what I did was I positioned that, because it's cut off here and the pencil's cut off on the side there. I thought, well, that will fit nicely up in the corner, and it's kind of like you can either have a middle heading or you can have something either side, because what you've got to remember is your image is going to be right smack in the middle there for mobile when you're using your mobile device. And I'll show you how it all turned out in a moment once I've done this. So having the graphics around the actual your profile image is kind of like what I was working on with this. So the next thing, I took the actual concept of this being parents, get your child started in the martial arts. We are now taking bookings, reserve your child's place now. I may even change that. We are taking bookings, reserve your child's place now. Actually, that'll probably read better. Change that out. There we go. It's more like it. The chalk has stayed there. All of this stuff, the graphics I've added in. So what I do first of all, I created this part here because it was a section. I could have put it across the top. I think that's what it was originally. There was a red band across the top, and what the guy had done, he put the sales copy, but he dropped it halfway, so it kind of looked like that, which kind of attracts attention. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this into there. But what he'd done originally, he'd gone like that, and you can do this with your sales copy. And if I take that bit, copy it again, you can sometimes enhance it by just doing that type of thing. Imagine that wasn't there, so it looks a little bit more stand-outish, I suppose, draws the eye. Okay, so let's resize this again. So let me just go and grab that actual size there, because I want to replicate this. Just delete that. I'm going to go and Command V into. I did Command C, then Command V on a Mac. I think it's Control on a PC. I'm not 100% sure. It's behind it at the moment, which isn't where I want it. If I actually delete that, go and put that back there. It should go right in the middle. There you go. Look. So that's actually gone exactly where I wanted it to. It's slightly not center here anyway because of this bit here. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to grab this chalkboard. Now again, I searched that. Actually no, the guy did. He found that. So I reckon he must have done this, probably chalkboard. So let's go and have a look. Could have been back to school, who knows. It's actually there, look, chalkboard back to school. I must have been looking. This type of thing, okay. You can trawl for a long time and go through things. But if you just go maybe school chalkboard, because I didn't find the actual graphic itself. There's one there again. I think it might be the similar one we looked at. If I go to graphics, sometimes that will just narrow it down for you. Yeah, there we go. Look, this type of thing. Yeah, perfect. In fact, that might have been a better background, but that's okay. So that's all cool. So that's how I found it. So if I go, actually, all you need to do, if you're on there, you just click on there and you can play around with the board yourself. But for all intents and purposes, what I'm going to do now is copy that, go and pop that in here. That'll go exactly in the right place, because if I copy from one template to the next, it's just going to put it in exactly the same spot on the template I'm editing. Okay, so that's there. Now with the girl, this particular image here, what I did was I found a back to school image again. So if I go to recents, I should find her with any luck. You see some of the things I was searching through to some of this stuff. I was looking at backgrounds. There's the bit of chalk there, look. There's the arrow there, it's over there. There's the little rainbow over there. Let's scroll down. There she is there, look. Perfect, that's what I want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I did this. Found that image, I thought that's pretty cool. I wasn't really concerned about the September part, you know, the calendar there, but really it is spot on. I was just trying to see whether I could remove the background around her and the pencil and her actually holding it there. Because my idea was she would be writing the back to school part, this section here, but it didn't quite work out like that, and I'll show you why. I'm going to make it easy for the background remover, so I'm just going to get rid of a bit of that. I'm going to go edit image, remove background. There are lots of tips and tricks you can use from Canva tutorials as well to show you how to make people pop out of images as well, and have different layers you can actually create as well. And there's some really good stuff. That's pretty much, go and find what you need to use. There we go, look. Now there's a bit of stuff going on there, so what I'll do, I'll get the erase out again. You can, this circle image here, I can actually, the brush size, I can change the size of that. You can see there, look. Okay, so you can do some fine adjusting as well. In another tutorial later on, I'll show you how to actually do some of that as well. So let's just get rid of that. That's cool. Perfect, that's all I need. Done. Right, probably on this one, I think I cut it off slightly there. Just do a bit of that. Yeah, there we go, look. I mean, I could have the September bit, sort of make it more obvious. And if I use my, actually it's gone back in. If I use my key, I can just move it over, edge it over. You don't need to drag it. You can use your arrow key on your keyboard. So let me just go and do that part. So I'm going to just narrow that down slightly there. I'm going to make her smaller because I thought it looked quite neat being in, putting the image inside of the chalkboard, because it kind of like it's a frame, chalkboard, school, picture frame, that was the thinking going on in there. And it really was, this image really was sort of like created from just really working on it with no particular guidance other than just kind of create something that looks quite interesting. Okay, so that's there. I don't think I put a glow around it, but I could do. You could do this, look. This may turn out better than the original. Let's have a look. So you've got your shadows, so you can choose some different shadows here. I just want a slight glow going around her. Sometimes Canva, when you do this, it screws up the image and it doesn't really, and it might get bigger, it might come out of the frame or something, and you just got to start again. So I'm going to adjust that because I can't see the background on it very clearly. So I'm going to change the colour right there. I'm going to make it more of a chalky white. There you go, perfect. If I wanted to change it a bit more, I could move the size, transparency, or the blur, but I'm quite happy with that. That looks quite cool actually. Although there is a bit under there, but that's not really going to be that bad. Okay, it should snap in a moment, and actually, yeah, that's all right. Normally, when you do it and you adjust it, actually, this is new. What they've done here, so you can readjust. Oh no, it's not. Tell a lie. Normally, when you apply it, I forgot to apply then. Sometimes that's when it actually makes the image go weird. But I got away with it there, luckily. So that's that. Next part would be this back to school image again. I again just looked. I searched back to school and found the find the image. Let's go and have a look at it. I think it was one of these. It was similar, one of those. So let me go and get that image. I'll copy it. I think I removed the background. Oh no, is that it? Yeah, there it is there. Now this one, there it is. Again, I removed the image because you can see, if I drag it up, it's quite big. See, there's a chalkboard image behind it. And I removed the image because I wanted to keep the image behind this chalkboard. So if I go and copy that, it should snap into there. Perfect. Now you can see it's in front of her. I don't want that there. I want to bring her forward. So I'll go to position, move her forwards. Perfect. That's where I want it. Back to school. In fact, it was a little bit. I think she's bigger. So let's go back to school there. Yeah, that's better. Then I use this one. I wanted it to look more kind of like chalk written, handwritten. So I used this thing called School Bell. All I did was I went into here and I searched handwriting. I was looking for chalk handwriting, but I just thought, well, nothing came up actually, if I remember rightly. Chalk, nothing. So I left that. I thought, well, that's not going to work. So I clicked on handwriting, found School Bell, thought that'll do me, and put my sales copy there. Now the sales copy is really important as well, getting this right. Let's get that in there. That's not worked. Let me just copy it again. So it's Control C, Control V. There you go. Getting your booking, your headlines correct as well. So what I've done here, I've put parents. I'm calling out to people reading this. This will be on either a personal profile or a page, or I'll show you in a bit. I actually created an Instagram post and Facebook post as well. So we're calling the parents out because it's not about the kids, it's about the parents. So anyway, parents, get your child started in martial arts. We are taking bookings. Reserve your child's place now. And here is the chalk, because I wanted this to be a bit clever. So I found a bit of chalk. Recently used. Go back in there again. Search. There it is there. Look. So we've got little 3 dots. It says isolated chalk illustration, but I searched chalk, white chalk. I think that was it, and I came up with a load of different designs, and I found that. So I use that one. It's pretty small. Paste it on there. That's perfect. But I put it there so it looks like it's, just adds to a little bit of the layout. The rainbow, because that's quite popular through COVID, etc., and lockdown. So I put a rainbow in there as well for the NHS in the UK. Maybe not in other countries, but again, somebody's been doodling on the chalkboard maybe, so the kids. So that was the idea of that. So let's move on to the main background part, because originally, like I said, it was. Let's go back over there. It was just this plain blue. It's pretty much the logo color. Okay. You can. I've got my own color picker here, but you can do it inside. You can go and color pick. I think you can inside Canva. I'm not going to go into it now, but I wanted it to be a bit more standoutish, but the martial arts feel, but not in your face. And I want the copy to stand out. So the image I used here was an old stock image I'd had from years ago, and it was in my uploads, I think. If I just went to, oh, there it is there. So it's an old image that I'd used. I'll show you what I did again. Regardless of what's there, I just used the edit image, remove background again, and did that. You can use that in pretty much anything. If you're searching on photos and you're searching for a dentist, maybe you could go and probably remove backgrounds on maybe the one here or something. Probably remove the background on these. That's the concept anyway. So, but I won't do that again because it might just get a little bit slow. So Control C again, and I'll pop that there. So there it is. Now I'll quickly show you how I edited this. Okay, but the first thing I'm going to do, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's make this a bit more. Let's do what I said I wouldn't do. Let's go back to uploads. Let's go and get that image. Let's remove the background. Exactly the opposite of what I said. So we go to there. Let it do its thing. I'm pretty sure it removed that, which is a brand image. Yeah. By the way, I do have permission to, or I did have permission to use this. But anyway, I don't need to erase anything. I'm really happy with that. There is a slight cut off on the back of her head there, but I'm not bothered about that. It's going to be a background image. So I'm going to square it up so it fits. I'm going to drag it out to about there. I think that was where it was. Looks about right. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is apply. So I'm just going to make Canva remember that the background's gone. Sometimes you have to wait a second just to get it to, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to play me around. Make it fractionally bigger. About there, 'cause I've got to put that red bit up here actually. I'll do that now. You go and get that. Copy. Paste that, there we go. Now the reason I did that was to break up this block here. I just thought I'll just finish it off along there and make it look a little bit more, it's a part of the image, all the image. Right, so I've done that. What I did though, I put a shadow around that as well. Let's go and do that. And the shadow is going to be white. Now that's a white uniform, but I'm gonna darken them out. So let's go and do that. Put the glow around. You can use these ones on different stuff. Like on this one, you can see there's a slight image around there. There's a glow. I use it on there, but I did have a drop image on it. I think that's in it, or did I? Sure I may have. Anyway, so let's go and edit this. Change the color of the actual shadow. There is one round there to that chalk white again. There it is there. That's what I want. Apply it. So don't forget to apply. See it flick then. That's what I'm on about. And it's okay. And now what I'm going to do is scroll back up. I'm going to go to adjust, click see all. Let them come back. Yeah, all looking good. Brightness. So I'm going to go ultra dark with the brightness, and then I'm going to change the contrast, and that will bring out a bit more of the whites, the highlights kind of thing. Or is it all, or will it? Kind of. No, it's the other way, but I'm going that way because that's what I want to see. Because I just want this as a silhouette, and that looks really cool. Because I like the V-neck on the uniform coming out. This is pretty explanatory. It's a martial arts thing. So let's see how familiar it is with there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Don't think I put the highlight on this one. This one I have. Does it really show a little bit? Yeah, I could have made it more. Let me go back to it again. I might be able to adjust it. See if it lets me. No, it won't. If you're going to, if you want to adjust you've got to go back into the shadows again. You need to re-click on it. I don't think you can readjust the shadows. There you go. Look. Oh, thankfully you're seeing what's going on. Let me go back in there. That's what it does, and sometimes it stays there and it's not very good. So if I make it a little bit bigger, that's better there. And see, it's gone back to black. Don't know why it's done that. Apply. That's better. Right, now edit, scroll back up, adjust. Let's go and do the brightness again. There you go. There, contrast, bit of there. I could play around with some of this stuff as well, but I'm not going to for now. Just showing you. There you go. That's better. I like that. Much better. Okay. Then this was, again, inside of here. If I just move that out of the way, that is, if I go to, there it is there. Or it's like that one. If I scroll there, it's explode flash cartoon explosion. I just searched explode flash or flash star, and you get all the keywords there, but that's where it was. And then what I did was there were a load of different examples, and I just went and picked one I wanted. Could have used that one. In fact, I may have used that one actually. Looks like I did. Yeah. Okay. And I wanted it just to highlight the special. I could have put one up here on back as well. You could put one there and make it look quite cool. And let me just move it forward as well. That's it, because then I can actually get them both to use my key again. That's better. I will move it back in a moment. Backwards, that's better. So the eye is over the top of it. So now I'm going to go. I'm going to hold down the adjust key and copy, and lock those two, and then group them, and then copy it, paste it onto this one. There it is. My back to school's bigger. Let me go and copy that. Oh, and it's behind it, so let me move these backwards. You have to play around with this sometimes. I'll move them right back. They're right at the back now. Okay, I'm going to delete that and put the right size in. That's the one. There you go. That fits perfectly. And then the rest of it really was playing around. This font was School Bell again, it's the same as the chalkboard. Just go and paste that in there. And all I did was I adjusted it here, so I moved it. And then the click here button, and I put a shadow around that as well again. So you can see the shadow around there. So I'll copy that, pop that in there as well. And then I was thinking about, I could put an arrow in, and then you'll see that arrow pointing there, but I wanted something to come out of here to take the eye and also blend in with the red. That was the idea. So I went and searched arrows, which will bring up a load of these random arrows. Go to graphics, and I could have put sort of like this dotted arrow. I could have searched dotted arrows, but in the end I just scrolled down and found that arrow somewhere down here, something like that. It wasn't that one. I think you may have seen these if you look at sales funnels a lot. You've seen these. I've got a load of those actually saved in my ClickFunnels account. Yeah, it was here somewhere. So it was white as well originally. If I just close that and go to, let me do its thing, catch up. If I go to see all, these are recently used, almost see all, there it is there, and it was white. So when I basically added it, no it wasn't, it was black. And basically you go and change the colour there. Now I used that colour. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, there you go. So that's how I did it. So if I copy that, paste it into there, Control V, now you can see it disappears into there. That's perfect. And I flipped it over as well. I actually took that and I did flip it. So I moved it from top to bottom, I think, just to change the shape running through this, because I didn't like the way it was shaping, but I wanted to see the arrow below this. It doesn't matter whether it's going through that. In fact, I'm going to move it backwards because it's going over the font there. So if I move it backwards one step, there you go, it's behind it now. But it works fine. As I said, I again edited image and put a shadow behind there just to make it stand out a little bit. Can't do it on this because it's an image. Around here it won't do it. You could write that out if you found some font and then enhance it with a shadow or something. Okay, so that was that. Now the next thing is just adding these images here. Now these are the ones that they won't be seen. This will be cut off in desktop. In mobile these will be seen, and this is where your face, your profile is going to be. So if I just copy that, this is the actual branding from the school, which is fine. You don't need this plastered over here because this is either going to be in the, if you put it as a page, it will be in the page profile image. If it's your personal profile, then you could pop it up here. But if somebody clicks here and opens the image, I'll show you in a moment because the chap's done this. He's actually got it in his personal profile at the moment. It will appear anyway. And then I put a call to action, not a statement, sorry, here, which is again aimed at the parents. The name of the school is Elite Taekwondo Academy. I put Elite Taekwondo helping Balbriggan parents raise stronger, put more disciplined, no, more confident I put, because I did add to this, so I'm going to do that. Added to this when I did the Facebook post and the Instagram one. There we go, more complicated. Bring it up a fraction, line it up with the image about there. Now there it is, but I want to check it, so I'm going to go and get the template, and if you grab my course, the Facebook reboot course, you'll get this template inside of there. If let's go and find it, scroll down. That's the course I'm on about, the reboot course. Here they are. There's 3 templates. You've got Facebook profile, Facebook page, which is just really for your advertising, and groups. Okay, remember we're interested in, we want to get them all right, but with groups and profile. Profile is the most tricky one really for when it comes to mobile. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the bottom one there. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will add a new page there. I'm going to go and add it in. This is what it will look like. I'm going to reduce the transparency down a bit to about there. Cool. And then I'm going to drag it up to here. And I'm just going to get one of the corners lined up. That's all you need to do. And then drag it out. Don't let it pop. As long as I move it, yeah, that's cool. When I say pop, I mean it will pop to the image and you won't be able to move it. Thinks it's the background. So you don't want it to do that. If it does do that, you just want to click your back arrow a couple of times and get it back again. But it's not doing it at the moment, which is cool. So I'm just going to put that there. Right, this is where the mobile will be. Your image in mobile, which is the most important thing. So I'm really only just getting that covered over. That's fine. I could put a little bit more copy here if I wanted to, but I don't. You know, it looks fine as is. That's where the cutoff will be for desktop. This is what will be seen on mobile. So I've got the messages there, the logos there, the image isn't taking anything up. The image in desktop isn't taking anything up either. That's fine there. My call to action is seen, my arrow is seen, my click here button is seen, my sales copy is seen. Perfect. That's what you want. Okay, checked it, it'll be great. So that's that. And all then I do is name it and save it, go into your file, move it to a folder, save it and move to a folder and save your actual work. I'll show you what else I did. I created, no, that's not it. Let me go back again. So over here, if I go there, I resized it into a Facebook post size. All I did was I went onto it, went resize, Facebook post, click on that, copy, resize. And then I did exactly the same for Instagram, went there as well. Let me just turn those off. So I've got Facebook post. Actually, there it is there, look. I actually copied the whole lot and then deleted the others out, but there it is there. So I did a Facebook post and I'll pin this to the top of my page, or he will. Okay, on your profile and on your Facebook page. And we did an Instagram one as well. Let's click to reload that. Which is, I think, 1080 by 1080. Should be. And there's Instagram. And all I did was I dragged these around to resize them. That's all. I did move some stuff around. Took the buttons off. In your posts as well, you don't click here because you can't have that on Instagram. I would basically discover more about our age-specific classes, and then in the comments put the link there, or you could put in there link in bio in Instagram. So it's always worth remembering what works where. In posts, don't create a post above and then put your link in if you can help it. It's not too bad on a page because pages have very little reach anyway. But if you're going to put this into your personal profile, just put it in a comment. So put your image in and then create a comment below saying check out our classes, or check out my free offer, whatever it is you're marketing to, and then put the link below there and use a bit.ly link. In bit.ly as well, I'll just quickly show you. When you create a bit.ly link, it does this. Okay, this is at my Chrome extension. You can actually edit this. So if I was doing this page here, it would pick up on that URL, which isn't the one I would want. I want the main one on my funnel. But then I would put in here back to school. Like that. Okay. Put your things in back to school. Offer, click here. That's how I'd write it, although I'm not going to do this one. Right, let's go and have a look at the finished article. Hopefully it looks all right. And there it is. So if I get rid of that and close that, there is the actual main cover. All fits. Click here. He's also put, pretty sure he's put the post there as well. Actually, he hasn't put the post in. He's put, that is, oh no, that's this. He hasn't put the post there yet. But what I would do next, I would create, I click on that, create a post, and then pin it to the top. It won't show me here, but on here it will say pin to top. So do that. I know he hasn't made the funnel page for this yet. He's about to, I am. But there's 3 links here at the moment to his other offers with calls to action, which so many people just don't do. If you get somebody to click on that, which is called a fake button, and you get them to land here, it's all intents and purposes a post. Okay, look, he's already had somebody say awesome, and that's like he's only posted this 42 minutes ago, so that's really cool. Love that. And in mobile, so let's look in mobile. So let's check it in mobile. I'm pretty sure. Just do this. Bear with me. There he is. There it is there. So I don't know if you can see it properly. It is perfect in mobile. In fact, you can go and have a look yourselves if you're not sure, and then look on your mobile device. That is what we want. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully this tutorial helped in some small way. Again, doesn't matter what niche you're in. I've only created the martial art one because this particular client of mine is in the martial arts. Could be anything. You could be in, like I said, affiliate marketing. You could create some really cool stuff there. Just go and have fun. Go and play around with Canva. If you need any help with this stuff, you don't. I mean, I'm no graphic designer, but it does help to have a sort of like some sort of keen eye, if you like, for some of the designs. But you know, you can create pretty much something that works really well, and you don't have to be a Photoshop expert. But get the sizes right. That's the key to this, and also make it look right. And hopefully you'll make more money and get more leads, and you know, get better at doing this stuff, because it all takes practice. So anyway, I'll be signing off. Thanks a lot, and if you need any help, comment below, or just let me know what you think. And any help on any other stuff, just DM me or message inside. If this is in the group, then message the group. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks a lot. See you later, guys.